light without dark.
There we go. We're already kicking it in hard and heavy with some Beastcraft for some blood freezing fucking black metal. So I thought tonight, since we're doing black metal, who other than to bring on than black metal maniac and expert, in my opinion, Jeff Tandy. What's up, Jeff?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
I am doing good. It's a little cold in Texas tonight, I would say.
Yeah, for a change.
Right. It's usually not this damn cold, but apparently we're going to get colder. So that's why I was like, we should do a black metal show on a Sunday night. No one got to work tomorrow, but most people don't, I should say.
Yeah.
So we'll have some fun talking about black metal. Now, with black metal, Jeff, obviously you were founding member of a Versafera, long-standing U.S. black metal band for what, at least over a decade?
Yeah, we were around for 17 years, I think.
Yeah, well, that's way more than a decade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when me and Jeff probably got into this second wave of black metal at the same time, Jeff turned me on two bands. I don't people are gonna try to turn that into a joke. Marduk and things like that.
Specifically, that's where it started. Can I tell this story real quick?
Yeah, go for it. Let everybody hear it, man.
Now, Carl and I used to go down to Hog Wild Records in San Antonio, which is like a really great, classic record store. And back then it was a huge outlet for metal.
Yes.
There was there's a fellow named Ruben Luna who worked there, who was our total guru. Yeah, hails to him.
Ruben rules. Yeah.
Yeah, he not only did he get us all the stuff that we wanted, but then he turned us on to even other stuff that we didn't know we wanted. And I mean, he was fantastic with that. He connected so many dots for so many of us. But yeah, I had found out about. I knew a couple of kids who already were like way ahead of the curve. Remember the guys in Incest, of course, Dave Gore and
Dave,
Ray.
Ray.
Those guys knew about black metal, the second wave, like immediately. And even though
Tommy
we
knows who
were,
Ruben is. Hell yeah, Ruben rules.
yeah,
Tommy. Yep.
but we, you and me and all of our friends were primarily still listening to like European death metal and American death metal.
Yep.
And slowly but surely, right around 92, I would say, was really when we started to see it. There's all these rumblings about these newer bands. There was like a real resurgence for Old Bathory for the first time. Everybody was talking about the first few Bathory albums again, which, I mean, that was always there, but that was not like a phenomenon.
It wasn't no thing. Yeah.
And there's a few people into Blasphemy and Beharit, but that wasn't widespread either. I mean, I knew about them and I liked them, but
We got a shout out on like Chris Hayner.
That's who I was getting to. Chris
leading up
Hayner,
to Chris. Yeah.
yeah, Chris Hayner was into all that stuff on day one. He had the Burzum shirt with the 2 bars on the Z from like Death Like Silence Productions. I mean, I think he was in touch with a couple of those guys back then. And the short of it is that I was getting plugged into it, and I remember it was in a doldrum, like right around, what do you say, Carl? Like 93, I think.
93 death metal was getting cheesy.
Yeah, and I had special ordered Marduk, Those of the Unlight, because I'd seen it in the catalog, and I
remember that.
Kerrang had released that the church. I knew about what was going on in Norway, but there was no way to get a hold of any of that stuff. And then there was it got revealed. Varg spilled the beans, and they found out that the Norwegian black metal scene were responsible for the church burnings and the murders. And then Kerrang did that big write-up where they just did a column review. They were such assholes, Kerrang. People championed them, and they were pricks, and they still are. They always championing the wrong shit. But they listed all the first albums from all the bands that became classics, like Pale Nazarene, Cradle of Filth, Marduk, all this stuff, and gave them all 1K. And we're basically making fun of them. I think Cradle of Filth's debut got 2Ks, but then they reviewed Master's Hammer.
I remember that in all those zines, the major zines.
Yes.
Would give all the black metal stuff horrid reviews. Fucking just trash them. Lucky to get a 1, out of 5.
Oh yeah, I'd give this 0 if it wouldn't make sense, whatever. And so I wrote down every single band in that column and then handed it to Ruben. I said, I want all of these. And he started getting them for me. And one of the first ones I got in was Marduk's Those of the Unlight. And I remember you coming down with me.
I was with you, yeah.
And the thing that a lot of Americans had trouble with black metal was that the production was so lo-fi. And I'm not trying to out you or anything, but that's where we were at the time. And you said, I don't know, some of these bands don't sound very good. And I was
production wise.
Yeah. I was with you on that. But then I said, but listen to this one. And I threw on the Marduk and I saw you light up and you're like, this is really good. And then suddenly it was like off to the races. And so fast forward, Carl and I are going down to Hogwild together, doing our usual runs. And like everything is coming out on Osmos at that time. And Century Media Black, they're doing the import stuff, and Moonfog, and oh my God, what other labels?
Necropolis.
Necropolis. Yeah. We'd go down to Hogwild and we'd each end up, sometimes if they had more than one copy, we'd each get it, or we'd have to agree which one we were going to allow the other person to buy so we could each get stuff.
Yeah. And, we would make little bargains.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I want this more than you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'd ultimately all get caught up and like buy it again,
Yeah. But it was also a good way too to get, like, okay, this band was killer. I'm going to get this, I told Ruben to get me a copy of this one or whatever the case, like
totally.
You would do the same thing. Like, okay, this band's killer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cause I remember what I first heard. What was one of the first ones I heard, I think was the Split, the Emperor
and
Slave Split.
Yeah.
And I at that time I was brainwashed by the Scott Burns production,
Mm,
and I think a lot of us were, I wanted everything to sound like the fucking Deicide record.
Deicide, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Or on the other end, like Incantation, I mean,
Yeah, really
yeah.
ballsy.
I wasn't used to the how can we say it, Jeff? Just the treble,
Yeah, just
the
well, yeah.
and the no compression on the
Mhm.
mix and all that. But then, you know, you get your head out of your ass and you start listening to it more and more, and you kind of see the genius and what's going on here, and you're like, oh, it
Yeah,
clicks, it starts clicking. Like, I see what they're freaking doing here, it's
yeah.
fucking
And then
rules.
and then there's also some breakthroughs in there because I thought like Pure Holocaust had really cool production. It wasn't heavy, but it was kind of like Altars of Madness. It had a vibe.
Yeah,
And
it definitely
then
has atmosphere for sure.
yeah, and then D Mysterious from Mayhem, the production on that is actually really, really good. Those
That's still
drums.
probably, in my mind, one of the best produced albums from that era. The production on D.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hating on the
Um,
vocals or not, that production it's top tier and it's perfect from what they're doing.
yeah, the guitars and the drums were amazing.
Hmm.
And oh god, Ruben had pulled aside the first Burzum album for me. He's like, "Hey man, are you ready for this?" Because at that point I really wanted to hear Burzum. I was so excited about what that was going to be, and I like later Burzum, like the EP and the next two albums, but I did not like the debut.
You
And
didn't? I don't
I had
remember.
the vinyl from Death Like Silence in my hands, and I listened to it
Oops.
at the listening station, and I went, "No." I gave it back to him. It was like $25 in like 90s money, and that was expensive, so
Well, it was back then for sure.
yeah.
25 bucks. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah,
In what,
well,
early
we were
90s?
paying we were paying 20 for all those, import CDs.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was like the average price on an import CD. 20 bucks.
yeah,
20
yeah,
bucks minimum. And then it went up from there. It never went down. It went up,
yeah,
20 and up.
yeah, so but that's where it all started. I mean, we technically, if you're talking about a matter of degrees, we were late to the party just because we had no access to
Oh
it,
yeah.
and then and then by 95, you had formed Thornspawn, inspired by that, and then I had formed a Versifera, and so,
Pretty much
um
like right after, right? Like almost.
yeah, we'd been hatching the idea for concurrent with you guys, we'd been hatching the idea, but we just didn't, finalize what we wanted to do and announce it until '96, so yeah. Hog Wild imports are 25, that seems high. Maybe it was for a while.
Yeah. Well,
Um
maybe he's talking vinyl.
Oh, yeah, 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 for vinyl, CD was 20. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
20 flat because it's like
And
$5.
now they want like 35 for a new record or something.
Oh god, forget it. I mean,
That's outrageous.
I know that's just what the market will bear because, the scarcity of the resources and whatever the fuck, it's not worth it. I'll just stick with CDs. They're still 15 bucks. That's fine with me, you know?
Yeah. There were like really no black metal scene in San Antonio.
No, no.
None, non-existent. I mean, there was death metal for sure, but
Yes.
black metal, there was no scene whatsoever. Hardly, just like we said, a few people here and there
Yeah,
that
yeah.
knew what was up, and it even took a while to to meet them people.
Mhm. I
So
mean, I quickly kind of solved the problem by getting in touch with lots of Europeans doing it. Oh, question for us. What do we consider pure United States
hmm.
black? Black. Go first.
Oh, United States pure black metal. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go like Demon Sea right off the bat.
Absolutely. That was going to be my first one too.
Them Pro Fanatica,
Yep.
which is one
Fanatica.
hand in hand.
The Godfathers.
Yeah, and they still keep it true to the
Mhm.
original form.
Absu.
Yeah, they beat me to it, Absu. And I know a lot of people say Absu's not black metal. Yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
Black.
After the first album, they are.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing. How do we define? Does it have to sound Nordic to be black metal, or is it about the
Yeah.
lyrics and the attitude? What are
Yeah.
we? How you really define what's a black metal? What makes it black metal? Is it corpse paint? No corpse paint? I don't. I think to me, I think it's the lyrics and the attitude.
It is, but I like to see my black metal bands wearing corpse paint also. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
black
no
metal.
black metal scene in New York City. Um, that's like right when black metal was happening in the catching on in the States for the most part, like, the New York scene was full of, like, those kinda rap influenced death metal bands, like, later Pyrexia and stuff like that,
Yeah,
that's what was going on there, so
yeah. They were losing the evil edge of death metal and doing something
Mhm.
else to it, but it was
Yeah.
losing atmosphere and evil in my eyes. That's why I think, because when we first got into it, like incantation and deicide, well, that was like what we were into. You
Yeah.
know, after the first wave of everything that we jammed out to, obviously, the Slayers and Celtic Frost and Hellhammers.
Yeah.
So when you showed me Marduk, I was like, wow, this looks like the bands I liked as a kid.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was excited. So and then when I heard it, I was like, holy shit, this is taking it fucking next level.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's going next level. It's faster, it's just more vicious, and I was sold. And I think that same day I got Under the Sign of the Black Mark on CD.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. That was really cool too. I mean,
Because you were saying, no, this is black metal. I was like, well, this is black metal. And
well,
we
yeah.
were having a little conversation, but it's all black metal in the end,
Yeah.
But yeah, the Marduk was, yeah, that was like, I guess the flame, in my opinion, that got me like rolling into all the black metal stuff.
Yeah. Well, that was a really good album, and comparatively, it was actually pretty ballsy, you know? It had a really good sound, and, it was just right in the pocket for very coherent, really listenable and great riffs and, great performances.
For that time, how could we? For that time, it was like the perfect black metal gateway drug for like
Yeah.
former evil death metal dudes like who are starving for something new. Like, well,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, Obituary is doing World Downfall, and
Oh, oh,
and it's just like, what is going on
god.
with death metal? No,
Yeah. Yeah. The other one that was really a big revelation to me outside of the Scandinavian scene was Abigor. That ripped my face
dude,
off the first time I
Abigor
heard that.
and was invoked the
Invoke,
ancients.
yeah, Verwestung, Invoke the Dark Age. That was
There we go.
incredible.
Yeah,
That's still one of my all-time favorites. That's
that's
such a
such a
great
good
album.
record, dude.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
vicious too,
Yeah.
but then it has that the atmosphere and all that. Yeah, and to this day, the dude's still a true black metal dude. What's his
Oh,
name?
TT. Yeah.
TT. Yeah.
He's I mean, he's more fearsomely opinionated than I am. He's really outspoken, and I never disagree with his what he's saying. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's sometimes where I'm like, I don't know about that, but I mean,
But I know what you mean for the
I
most part.
respect his opinion very much, and it comes from a great place of just an informed opinion that a lot of people do not have.
Well,
Um,
see, that's what a lot of people can't understand. With a lot of the older black metal dudes, they do have the right to have more of opinion on things because they saw it.
they were there. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. When you're there, I think you have more right to have your opinion on something than someone who's just stumbling upon it nowadays.
well, like people don't remember
World
just how.
demise. There you go.
Yes,
That's it. Not
yeah,
fucking. I was terrorizer. World downfall. World
yeah.
demise.
World demise.
World
That's right.
downfall. Fucking rules. What am I talking
Yeah, that's
about?
a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, people don't remember that Morgan from Marduk was like directly connected with the Norwegian Black Circle. He was one of the early adherents, and he was there for all of that. He was actually there, and some of the stories that he's told are pretty amazing.
What's up,
So,
Ken? Good
hey,
to,
Ken.
good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, there's I don't remember what I was going to say other than yeah, there are these voices out there that count for more than the democracy of the internet. If you were part of that shit, if you were committing crimes, it turns out I hear about this all the time. It's like there was way more crimes going on in those scenes in the Swedish and the Norwegian scene than anybody has ever accounted for. Way more stuff. I
Oh,
mean,
all the unannounced, basically the Mhm.
yeah, unclaimed
uncla-
arsons,
unsolved.
people died. I mean, um, couple like guys in the well, I mean, this gets wide, but it's like, the Swedish scene had a lot of criminal shit going on, like a ton. And then like in Poland, there were some murders, that didn't get the same hype as the Norwegian scene. And I mean, there was all kinds of stuff going on. Black metal, that's the thing. People can't understand now. Like they here's the thing that gets confused, and I hate this because
Okay, let's hear it.
I talk about I always refer to when black metal was dangerous. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, but because of the way things have gone with, kind of our social engineering now, people assume that I'm referring to the whole NS movement when I
No,
talk about black metal being dangerous. No, no,
no.
that's not it. Black metal was like really dangerous. It was dangerous to property. It was dangerous to life. It was very antisocial. It was admittedly kind of deranged after a point because these guys
I
were
mean,
living in a bubble in a fantasy world.
it was a world created by them
Yeah, it was
with
a
its
world
own
within a
set,
world.
its own rules, and if you were a poser, you could have harm come to you.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
if you were just a normie and you got in their way. I
oh yeah,
mean,
well that's but like if you were trying to get into the circle,
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
you
You could
better been
be.
able to prove yourself. Now, I'm not just talking about the Norwegian black circle. I'm just talking about any of these, all of like in the like we were talking about in Poland and Russia and all
Hmm.
that. And when you read this crap, it's just like, dang, that's harsh.
Yeah,
That was very serious business, and
it
and,
was.
and
And
a lot of that you can attribute to being young and just harsh
right, but
because you know how the mindset is when we were like in our 20s and all that, and
sure. But
but can you
people are
imagine?
young now and they don't do that. They're
No,
chickens.
no,
It's,
no.
I mean, uh, you.
Jeff,
I have a
remember the days. I mean, it's funny. Yeah, like Ken says, Polish black metal is raw as fuck, and so is
yes,
the
yes,
Polish scene. It's raw as fuck.
yeah,
They don't fuck around, man. Remember, it's you can laugh now, but like just an average day, we wore spikes, bullet
oh yeah,
belts, and all that stuff. Just hanging out and all that. And
yeah,
it was really a fucking harsh lifestyle. To be black metal. And go to the Angel Corp show, and if some Norwegians were there acting like foolish, you would just clobber them in the head with your spikes and bust their head open.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
type of stuff we did. But I'm not saying, oh, that's on the level of like burning down churches and murder. No, of course not. But it was this like type of mindset. Would I do that nowadays? No. But back
no.
then, yeah, I would.
You can't do it now because there's always going to be a cop. There's always going to be. Everybody calls the
I'm
cops.
calling the cops on you.
Well, everybody, I
Yeah.
love it. I love how now everybody hates the cops until they need to call the cops, and then suddenly they use them like a
That's a
defense.
funny paradox, isn't it?
It's like, hey, if you hate the cops so much, that's cool, but don't call them. Solve your own problems if you're so dedicated to defunding the police and hating the cops and all that. Don't use that
Don't count
service.
on them to solve your problems.
Mhm.
That is hilarious. All right,
But
let's do
yeah,
it.
I mean,
Now go ahead.
um, it just, but it. That's my point, though, is that it was more dangerous. It was clandestine. It was a legitimately underground movement. The police didn't know what was going on. The society in general was not aware of what was going on, and shit was going wrong, and no one could explain it. They're like, "Why is this happening?"
Yeah, it
You
was like,
know?
what is going on here? Here's a good one from Joker. Can you imagine Death Haven murdering someone? No, I can't. We live in a
I
pussified society that's moistened everything, including black metal.
Yeah,
And some
I would.
there's truth to that. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like in this day and age, I sense that the biggest threat from some of these new era bands is like child molestation, and I mean that. I I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but
Oh, okay, run that by me again because I was reading Tim's comments. What?
yeah, make me say it again. I would say the biggest threat that some of these newer bands hold towards society is probably child molestation. If I were to take a guess, I'm not saying I know something. I'm just saying that's my sense of it. Just socially retarded, kind
I
of
see what you're saying. Yeah,
aggressive shit going on with these.
that's about
Oh,
as big as a threat that you would get from these newer bands.
yeah, yeah,
Like, watch your kids around them.
well, yeah, and I mean it's already come up a couple of times, and that's
Yep.
that's not as isolated as anyone wants to believe. Again, I don't know anything. I'm not accusing anybody, but I'm just saying that's the sense I get. Um, and some people might argue, oh, well, that's just as evil and depraved. Why are you coming out against that? That's hypocritical. And I'm like, no, there's lines. And that's one of them for me. So anyway,
Black metal is
the,
specifically cringe-worthy because of bands like Watain and Dork Funeral.
I don't agree about Watain, not at all.
What? I heard that about Watain from a lot of people like in these chats. Hold on, let's see what jokers. I concur. The child molestations of Ricks from the moist wave of black metal. See,
yeah,
even old school like Joker agrees with that one. What Watain was part of the early Swedish dangerous scene towards the tail end of it. They earned their stripes. I know people now. Oh, I can't believe Watain, they so out and played Wacken and all that.
Yeah, I played with them. You see this poster right here.
Let me put you solo so you can show this, man.
Okay.
We're gonna fucking defend some Watain tonight because I'm always hearing that. Here you go.
Yeah, like I said, right here.
What year was that again?
2003. It was a Versipura, Watain, and Secrets of the Moon. And those guys were the real deal. They were great performers. They had great songs. I love the first couple albums, and they were very, very unhinged, and they weren't trying to prove anything to anybody. This was like, they did some seriously fucked up stuff when it was just the three bands hanging out, and they were just, cutting up and just, I mean, the cops kept getting called. They didn't kill anybody or anything, but I mean, there was some mayhem going on in the background that was just them as they were. And I mean, they were, people shit on them because they got popular. It's very true. They've never changed. I mean, every band gets compromised a little bit by popularity. There's no getting around it. You can't
deny that. Yeah.
You can't ever be as truly clandestine or as dangerous as you were in your inception. But I mean, they never stopped smelling like shit, and wearing.
The core message is still the same.
Oh yeah. They've never abandoned any of that. I mean, like them or not, it's up to you. But in terms of authenticity, I stand by.
I just gotta. I mean, yes, maybe there have been some questionable, fashion issues. Not like harsh, but whatever. But if you, in my mind, if you see Watain and you see, Dimmu Borgir, and you equate that as one and the same, I just like they're not getting it. That is not the same fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean, again, you don't have to like them, but I mean, they're authentic. That's all I can say. Oh yeah.
Yeah, people love to do that shit.
I do not like that at all. It's two totally different things.
Yeah, that's a scapegoating fucking most of these people are done by normal people, not
exactly.
Satanists and paganists and all that.
Yeah, it turns out there's very few crimes. I was reading about this. I'm a true crime buff, and I did private detective work and all that, even though that's not directly criminal. But I paid attention to a lot of that stuff, and there's very, very few crimes attributed to anything satanic in the U.S. It's very often either New Age cults or Christian cults. Those are the primary abusers. So Satanism actually is not living up to its name, and that their body count is really low.
So, comparably, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's neither here nor there, but yeah. I'm sorry, I'm like reading the comments and then wanting to respond to that.
No, I get it.
Yeah, Behemoth is very much a business band, and they've been for about almost 20 years now.
Oh yeah, as soon as they went like death metal to me,
yeah, and really, Nurgle is very. Hey, Craig, Nurgle is very savvy. I'll give it to him, and he also had. I'll say this about that guy. I like the early Behemoth albums, like the 7 and think Crossing the Baltic and all that. Storming the Baltic. Yes.
Storming,
yeah. And that dude, all I'll say about him in the present tense is that he beat fatal cancer, and he did it without being a fucking pussy. he never gave up. And like he said, for those of you who are waiting for me to pray to God to help me, I'm an avowed Satanist. I will not allow that, you know. And he was really, really public about that. I thought that was pretty impressive. So
that gets some points.
yeah. So he beat cancer. He was gonna die. He had acute leukemia, which is usually fatal, and he beat it.
Well, acute
And
leukemia right there. That sounds
yeah.
like the death
So
sentence,
so I respect him for that. I don't give a fuck about their music or their image or anything else. That Behemoth looks like if Todd McFarlane was going to make black metal action figures. That's Behemoth.
That's a great point, dude. That's a great point. Yep. Something like out of what's the video game from the Hell Dimension?
Yeah. Damn, I'm forgetting. But yes,
you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Necron's mind's getting old. Okay, I know you'll probably want to answer this one. What's your opinion on Inquisition?
I'll be candid in that I've worked alongside them, not for them, but I've been out on tour with them a couple of times, and I was always, you know, on good terms with them. I turned my back on them instantly. I was never really a fan. I thought the guys were fine. I didn't really like their sound. And then when Dagan caught that kiddie porn charge, that was it. I was like, blacklist forever.
I still don't even know the fucking details of that. In the end, did he have fucking kiddie porn on his computer? Yes or no?
Yeah,
okay.
That's my understanding. And then he managed to plead it out because what I'm guessing, and I'm not a legal expert, obviously, but from what I am guessing is I read the actual. I read the charges. I read the actual legal document. It was part of public records, and it looks like they could not prove that he redistributed it. It's like he downloaded it, but then where you really catch the bad charge is from redistribution, because you can make an argument going, I didn't know what it was. It was a mistake. You know, I was looking for regular porn.
Because that's how they catch kiddie porn rings, right? Because they sit there.
Right. So what I'm guessing is that they managed to trace it to him through their sting, but then he did not redistribute it, and he was able to plead out of the charge. So, but they would not have even been knocking on. And I know this just as a fraud investigator. For those of you who don't know, I'm a certified fraud investigator.
Well, here, look at this. I never heard this counter. His ex-wife set that up. He has no charge. Something about that, the divorce.
Again, I'm not an expert, but I can tell you the feds would not have been coming to his house unless they had traced his IP and his clicks to the point of proving he had possession of it. How would they have known? That's all I'm saying. Regardless, it smells bad, and I
got you on that. That's kind of like one of those well, bro, I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, you know, in one of those situations. It's just.
So that's all I have to say about it.
No support. We're not going to make this podcast about the Inquisition situation.
The child molestation episode.
I know, great for my algorithm. Wonderful.
The most controversial episode of the Witching Hour to date. Tune in. You know?
Tip off from the ex.
Well, then that means he was guilty. He had it, and she tipped him
But what
off.
if she downloaded it on his computer and set him up? That could be.
Yeah, I mean,
that could be a thing.
I suppose it could have been something like that, but I don't care.
Witching Hour legal discussion.
It stinks. Something was wrong. I don't want anything to do
exactly
with it,
if it's,
you know,
and if that, I mean, that's true. That's a fucking big. Be glad you divorced that person. Good fucking trying to get you with something like that.
I'm not even going to say his name on here because I just don't even want to keep this going. But I will say also, I was not friends, but I was friendly with a different guy from the underground that I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. He got busted big time, and he had like whatever class 4 kiddie porn on his computer, which is like the worst of the worst. And it was do you know who I'm talking about?
I remember. You can set it in the private chat if we need.
He went to jail.
Yeah,
and I knew that guy. Every time we ran into each other, always friendly with him. Had no fucking idea. None of us did. So
I mean, it's not like, you know, when you talk with people, you know, and one of the things that, you know, to come up are not. So you into kiddie porn?
Yeah, and they don't.
You're like, what?
They don't act different from anybody else, you know.
The only fucking weird one that ever asked me that was Blosh and Where's My Skin.
Well, right, because he
And
was
I was
always
like,
trying to
fuck no,
provoke you.
man. Yeah, he's like, I'm like, no, that's fucking gross.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Sorry, not
okay,
into that.
let's just move on from that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we're gonna play a song.
what do you
Yeah,
got?
Sherry, we're right with you. How about some jams? I'm gonna play, since we've been yapping for quite a while, I'll play a longer one. Just give me a second to find it here. This is Evil Feast from Poland. Logic keyboard haters are probably gonna hate this one. And if you like, I like Evil Feast, and I like atmospheric black metal when it's done in good taste. So
They had the worst logo.
oh, yeah, it looked like I made it in fucking high school, dude.
Yeah.
And they take such great album cover art too, or like
Uh,
pictures, but the logo is like woo. But
yeah.
since they're on the the show's thumbnail, I think I should at least give them a little play here. So this is like, anybody got to take a bathroom break? This is your chance. There we go. Whoops, too many buttons. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's Evil Feast out of Poland, a one-man project who plays all the instruments and actually does a good job.
That beast was pretty evil, all right. And
Yes, they look cold too, kind of like
yep,
this crazy black metal.
evil
Yes,
steak, evil fries, evil
evil soda,
cauliflower, everything.
evil dessert.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So it's worth mentioning that, and tell me your opinion on this, but I
Sure.
think black metal absolutely lost its way in the late 90s. As TT from Abigor likes to say, that's when all the bands entered the matrix. you know,
Yeah, it
just
sounds about right.
suddenly wearing they're suddenly wearing the trench coats and they had like the little sunglasses. Emperor were
Yeah,
like a big offender for that.
Emperor
Um,
went very Matrix.
yeah, and
Yeah, all the the bigger second waver bands, like especially Emperor,
yeah,
started doing the trench coat thing and all that. Lost the because Emperor, I used to think when it first came out, just looked fucking great. You
yo,
know,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
just
And
a total
actually,
fucking evil image.
yeah, and it's interesting because then like Satyricon went Fight Club, and
It's a
I remember that. Yeah,
yes.
they went totally Fight Club, and it was only Immortal who was holding it down. They didn't change. I got to give full credit to them. I
We
don't.
have to give credit to Mortal. They kept it locked down with the image. They didn't go off the
Yeah,
deep end.
I even liked the first Sellout album. I thought At the Heart of Winter was actually a really good album.
It
You
is a
know,
sellout album, but it's still good.
it's a good Sellout
Yeah,
album. It's like
yeah.
the
It's
best.
not atrocious.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the songs are really good. It's
yeah.
just it you knew where it was going,
There
and
was a
then after
different vibe, obviously, going there. Yeah.
yeah, and then after that they just kind of did versions of that, and it was never as good, and it got tired very quickly. And now Abbott's just sort of a juggalo, and
Yeah.
but the reason I bring all that up is because black metal kind of fizzled out and went dormant and was very compromised, and then death metal rose again, and now it's kind of stayed on that trajectory. Like death metal isn't going to go away now, in my opinion. It's always going to be.
No, no.
It's now just like heavy metal. It's a mainstay,
It's yeah,
and
you're right. Exactly. It's legacy, right?
yeah,
It's gonna be
definitely.
legacy. It's legacy now. It's there. It's always gonna have a a constant overturning of kids and because
Hmm.
I think Francisco and them, yes, we were talking about this last night. Like
Hmm.
McEntee and even Alex Books was saying most of the people at the shows are young kids now.
Yeah, I've seen it
Yeah,
with Immolation when they played recently. Um, Everyone's catching on to it anew, and that's fine. I mean, some of them will stick around, and then some of them will.
move
Well,
on.
yeah, Marduk was another. Thank you, Ken. And Marduk was another flag bearer. They didn't change either.
They never.
So,
It's a
um,
image change. You knew things were bad when you saw like Dodheim's Guard turn into Godheim's Hard 666
oh yeah,
and the
yeah,
Covenant album and all that with the crazy makeup and all
ooh,
like
yeah,
what is going on? The black metal Octurus, you know.
yeah. Arcturus was really everything got into circus music. It was very circus
Yes.
music. Cradle of Filth went that way too. They became very mallcore. You know,
Oh yeah. I know nobody wants to believe the facts or with it, but Cradle of Filth at one time was
we
black
talked
metal.
about this.
They
Oh
were black
yeah,
metal, you
the
know.
first album was taken very seriously.
Yeah, it
You know?
was it was up there with the De Mysterious and all that within the circles of black metal.
Yeah,
You know,
they had
and
high
then
regard back then. It's very
yeah,
true. I
now
liked them. You That was
we
one
all
that you
like
and I
them.
used to jam.
Yeah, we used to jam that first album all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's still great riffs on it. I ain't gonna lie. It's still a
yeah,
good record.
yeah, absolutely. It hasn't aged as well as some of its counterparts, but it's still a cool record.
Very true.
Uh,
It didn't
Um,
stand the time as some of the other guys, but
no.
End Times Before the Light was brilliant.
Yes, that was good. That was the first Covenant album. Uh,
Yes,
when they were with Covenant with a C, and it was
I
just a
did
black
like
metal.
that Immortal album from a couple years ago, or maybe more than a couple years. Chaos
Mm.
Gods, Northern Chaos Gods,
Oh, that was like just the Demon As only
the
album.
Demon As only stuff.
It was pretty listenable, but it was like it was very recycled, and there just wasn't any getting around that. But he was doing a better version of Abath at that point than Abath was, so that was all right.
Crimson Moon
Crimson
from
Moon, yeah.
California. Yeah, they're a good band. I remember them. They did play the Sacrifice one time.
Yeah, I used to write with their singer, and he would send me the most amazing letters with lots of like calligraphy, incantations, and he would do things like take actual like thorns and like sand and stuff and like put it on a Xerox machine and just Xerox that, and that was his stationery. It was
so cool.
Yeah, that guy was really interesting.
Cruelty of the Beast remaster. I haven't even heard Cruelty of the Beast.
Cruelty and the Beast is a pretty good kind of like Iron Maiden style black metal album. It actually has a lot of good riffs on it. So yeah, Crimson Moon was kind of like a dark horse for the American scene. But the reason I was mentioning how black metal fizzled is now it's coming back in a recognizable form with paint and spikes, and some of the bands are really, really good. Some of them are just putting it on, but that was always the case.
Yeah, you're gonna have the true and the untrue, whatever, you know.
But it's really funny. You played Beastcraft at the top of the show, and then I wanted to suggest you play Urgael because I've always known about them. I've always thought they were pretty good, and I mainly remembered them because of their guitarist with the crazy harness, you know, all over.
Yeah, with the spikes and the
But and so it's Steel Fest. They played last year, and I was like looking forward to seeing them. Wow, that's really cool. I never thought I'd get to see Urgael. And they got up there and they were amazing. And I went back and like listened to their albums. You know, I always had their material floating around. And I was listening back to it going, God, I should have paid more attention to this.
They fucking rule.
Really,
the album's
good.
Fucking really good. Yeah.
And I hate
black metal.
I hate to say it because it's circumstantial, but you know, their current lineup is now basically a tribute lineup because their original singer guitarist has died, you know, a few years ago. But now they got the singer from Beastcraft singing for them, and I think they sound even better with him than the original guy. So
who knows?
Yeah, Goatcraft Torment. Yep. Yeah. That's a good one. In fact,
let me get
that's the one you should play. You should play Goatcraft Torment.
Well,
I'll
play
send
it
you
later.
a link, but
I got Satanic Black Metal in Hell.
Yeah, just go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it. It says everything you need to know about this band. It's really, really great. If you don't know about Urgael, they're Norwegian. They're one of the non-hyped Norwegian bands, kind of like Gehenna and a couple others like that.
Which will tell you why, you know, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Urgael has been played on the show many, many times. So
yeah,
if you watch it, you can already know it. If you don't watch, we'll get ready to find out. This is what, you know, real Norwegian black metal should be.
Yeah.
Satanic black metal.
All right, there we go.
Yeah,
Some
good
Malign from
one.
the old days.
It's worth mentioning that's basically a supergroup album
Yep.
right there with Malign. That's Merck, the main guy, and then Neveros, who also sings in Offermod, and that was Eric Watain on drums. So yeah,
I
quite
remember Eric being on the drums on that. Well, there you go.
yep.
Wow.
Shadow Records, and that's another one. That's a real pocket of darkness. Shadow Records bands were really the thing. That was Malign, Offermod, and Funeral Mist primarily. You know, and you and I, like right when the Funeral Mist EP Devilry came out, that was a big fucking deal. That was
Dude,
one of the
got it from Necropolis. You know, I
Yep.
guess when it was listed, I was like, oh, yeah, this is probably going to be ripping. I had no idea how ripping it was going to be.
Yeah, it was I was like, this is perfect, and I was a fan ever since. Um, but yeah, that Malign's a classic, and a lot of people don't know about it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Soren
Soren.
was on that label. Yeah, there was a
You
lot of
know,
cool bands on Shadow, and they're back. They're putting out stuff again. Um, I know names, but I know not details. Right on. Um,
well, he
so
asked, Roy asked about Beechcraft, who put out all those early releases. And I can't remember, but it's
I
on the
can't
tip.
remember either.
What the
Was it
North?
Folter? Was it
No,
Folter Records?
I
No.
think it was a Norwegian label.
Okay.
I think it might have been the singer, North
Yeah.
North Grim or whatever the fuck. I used to be in contact with the guy.
Mordgrim. There was a label there called Mordgrim. They put out that first Covenant album.
Yeah,
But
I could be totally wrong. I'm trying to remember.
to answer your question as a side note, Dylan, Infernal Dominion. I was
That he's
friendly
asking
with.
that because we had a debate with that last night. That's why I don't.
Oh, okay.
Francisco does not like it.
I didn't get into it either, and I'm, I had respect for the guys who formed it. It was Wes
For
Weaver.
sure.
You
Yeah.
know, but no, I couldn't get into it. I tried, and I never found my way to it. Mortual is really, really good. That's one you
Yeah.
should check out. That's new, and it is really killer.
I already have the Bandcamp files, and I just order it from this guy. Headsplit has it, and he also has the Tempest. Have you heard Tempest from Mexico?
No, I have not heard.
Oh, check him out, dude! And he just put out
Okay.
the cassette, Angel Corpse, ripping style Black Death, really
Nice.
good,
Nice.
just blasting and yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's great. So anyway, getting back to it, I was saying that black metal has kind of had a resurgence, and there are some newer bands with some real authenticity going on. I've talked about them before on here. War Moon Lord, I really like them, and it's Finland is really leading the way with a lot of the
Finland
stuff.
has some great stuff, man.
Yeah, I never could get into their middle period stuff like Behexen and what's the other one? There's Behexen, there's Horna, and then there's Sargeist. And I thought, I'm sorry, everybody, if I don't know if you're a fan of
The
Horna.
first art guys, I actually am sold on. Later ones, not
Didn't
so
like
much.
it. I never really thought it was that special. Not horrible, just boring. I thought Behexen was boring. I saw them live, and they were boring.
Dude, they were so boring live. Was that the Hod show in Austin?
Yes, they
somewhere
were
else?
very
Yeah.
boring.
I was like expecting to be ripped by some ripping fucking, Finnish black metal. Sorry, Behexen, if you happen to catch this, but that show was not on point. It was kind of
no. And it's also that's what I wanted to mention, that Urgale track we just we'll talk about White Death in
will
just a
happen
moment.
in a moment.
That Urgale track was the one that I came in on during their set. Like they were like 2 songs in, and they broke that one out, and it sounded so fucking good. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, again, I was familiar with the band, but like really I'd never seen them live, and just they sounded like $1,000,000. That was a killer.
I think I like, obviously I liked them. I had the CDs and all that.
Yeah.
And I think I watched a couple of them, like live performances on YouTube, and I was like, well, holy shit, man, this fucking band rips. I mean, not only do they kill it in the studio, they kill it live, and for me, that's like I'm sold. If you can do both, you fucking
absolutely.
got it. You got it. If you can only do one or the other, I'll be okay with it. But if you do both, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Baptism I didn't think was all that interesting. They were okay. but it wasn't what I wanted. I liked oh, how am I forgetting the name? I feel really
Oh,
embarrassed
trust
now.
me, dude. I go fucking blank on these fucking
Yeah,
shows.
and because I can visualize their albums.
And then I'm sitting on the sofa later, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that was." Blah, blah. I
Yeah,
know.
I know. I'm gonna think of it.
Killer.
I'm gonna think of it later. But there was another mainstay
Hey,
Finnish
yeah, simmer
band.
down and Pete, simmer down.
Yeah, but
We love you though.
so let's just go ahead since Roy brought it up. White Death, and the White Death was is they've been around for a few years. They're Finnish. They're on Werewolf Records. Werewolf Records is really leading the charge with a lot of the great Finnish bands now. They've got Warm and Ward on there. They've also got Vargrav on there, and everything is coming out really, really just great sounding, authentic. White Death is on their second album. It's called Iconoclast. It just came out, and it's really great. If you're not familiar, White Death is also the band that had the distinction of crucifying their lead singer on stage at the 2022 edition of Steelfest. And I'm not kidding. They put the nails right through his hands. Nick,
They literally crucified the guy.
yeah, he was right up front and he watched them do it. And it
Yeah,
wasn't a
that's
party trick or
commitment.
anything.
Yeah.
They put those nails right through his palms. Like they had the cross like at an angle, I think. And they just laid him down on it. You can see it on YouTube. I do like Vargrav more than White Death. I will admit that, but I do like the White Death a lot also. Yeah, right. Yeah, but they put him, he was only the singer. He didn't play guitar or anything. So like they just put him up there and just, nailed him right to that fucking cross. That was insane.
I'm gonna answer before you answer. I
Yeah.
like the EP more than the album. What do you prefer on this?
I think they're component. I like the material on both of them, but the
I don't
EP does-
dislike any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the EP has a really necro sound that's
Yes.
just it sounds more like Joined in Darkness, which I really, really like. So
The sequel to Joined in Darkness.
if you put a gun to my head and said you can only pick one, I might have to say the EP. So
There's your answer.
Yeah.
All right.
But,
Let me find this White Death.
yeah, it's great stuff. Don't know if it's I was gonna say I don't know if it's actually a reference to the famous sniper from Finland.
Well,
Simohaja.
it might be considering where they're from. So.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's the German sniper from World War II.
Right.
Just
I sent
kidding.
you the link.
Yeah. I have to go through all the files now to
Yeah.
find it. Yeah, I got it. It's downloaded. Here we go. To Die 1,000 Times.
Yep. Here we go.
All right. White Death. Here we go. Yeah, that has the very Finnish sound to me, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I can see why some people might not like the vocals. I think they're fine, but they have that Hat era Gorgoroth, absolutely, that real
That's a
kinda
great call, Jake. Yes, sir.
real phlegmatic sound. But yeah, I think it's a really cool one. I mean, and I like it because a lot of the really good releases right now in black metal, they have like a kind of an ugly sound, but it's still coherent and produced and listenable in its way. It's
Especially
not.
from the Finnish scene, I noticed.
Yes, very balanced, not sterile, not, formatted, but really aggressive, but still, again, you can hear everything that's going on, and I like that a lot. So definitely check it out. That's White Death Iconoclast.
Now, what was the other band you won the
Vargrave,
All right.
who are also from Finland, also on Werewolf, and just came out with their new album also. And if you're following along, the first Vargrave album was really, really cool. A lot of people got into that one. And then they did a follow-up that it's one of those weird ones where it was a sophomore album where there was nothing fundamentally wrong with it, except it just kind of just didn't seem to do
Just had that
anything.
sophomore kind of
Yeah,
a lot of bands hit on their sophomore album,
just
not quite hitting it
didn't-
out of the park. Yeah.
yeah, it just didn't blow me away. I was like disappointed, but then they came back with this, and it's really, really good.
All right. This one's Through the Woods of Breeding Shadows. Okay.
This is in the Nightside Eclipse era Emperor worship writ large. I mean, they don't even try to hide it, but it's a really, really good version of it.
Hey, when it's done well, I don't mind.
Yeah,
Let's check
it's like
it out.
Emperor's not going to make anything sound like this.
Yeah, it just kind of goes on for 10 minutes. So I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna play that. Hey Ken, I know you're joking about doing a black metal channel after the Criff shut the door, but that would be awesome. Or maybe do a black metal show on my channel just for shits and giggles. Just throwing it out there. You don't gotta catch it. All right, back to Jeff. What's up, Jeff?
Hey,
All right, yeah, that was it's Mopak, and I seen it also spelled Morok. So either way, I don't speak Ukrainian. So, but if you
yeah,
look it up, Mopak, it's a Ukrainian black metal project that I think is really fucking good. So check them out if you liked it.
great
And
stuff.
before, yeah,
I noticed people were enjoying the Vargrave. That's really cool.
yeah. Both of them I thought were two killer fucking black metal, um, jams for the show, man. Fucking good shit. What were we talking about? You were talking about the Finnish bands, right? And the Werewolf
Yeah,
Records and
I
all that.
mean, yeah, all that stuff. I mean, just the current wave where I'm like surprised to be impressed by things that are coming out.
I'm
Kind
surprised that my old band is on Werewolf Records, or at least their
yeah, I was surprised at that too.
apparently Werewolf likes that.
Yeah,
Likes that band, so he shall remain nameless.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, moving right along. Yeah,
um,
right.
coming full circle to sort of where we started the show, Abigor is celebrating their 30th anniversary, and they do have a new one out. And it's not available online at all. They actually did it really old school, where they released the physical version first, and you cannot get tracks for
Oh,
it anymore
files and all that.
just yet. Yeah, I ordered my copy. It's coming to me in the mail right now. I'm really looking forward to hearing it. Yeah, the Werewolf Records is
The
Satanic
Satanic War Master
Master.
guy
Yeah,
who was
hmm
werewolf, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that is correct. Any new ways of countries doing things in black metal pockets? I don't know if there's anybody new. It's all kind of the usual
Usual
suspects.
suspects:
Yeah,
Poland, Finland,
yeah.
Free.
Um,
I was gonna say Fraser. I just read
Russia has this
Russia.
really.
I like Black
It
Death Ritual. Have you heard them?
yes, I've heard them.
Fucking rips, man.
SS88 is good. Um, there's a lot of stuff out of there that's just sort of existing in its own space that Nick has really got his finger on the pulse of that one. He brings all those onto the Metal Enema.
Yeah, we'll throw that
Russia.
out there to the listeners so they know
Oh, okay, yeah.
that,
If
because
you
that's cool.
if you're not already tired of hearing me talk, you can check us out at metalenema.com. That's a podcast. It's not on YouTube, but it's over 1,000 hours of underground metal spanning from 1995 until present day. Uh, yeah, you remember you came out to the show back when
Yeah,
we were on FM back in
yeah,
'96,
yeah.
and we
Got trouble for trashing all the records. Use them as
yeah, we
Christmas.
trashed all the promos, and then they came and yelled at me to come clean it up, and I just didn't do it.
We were having fun, we're kids.
I was a fucking asshole to those people. It was so funny, and that was like the first wave of. I mean, right when I was getting to college was when, like back as it was known as the PC movement,
Yes,
and
yes, that's correct.
suddenly found myself on the wrong side of that with everybody. The music we were playing was definitely not PC.
Worlds apart. Yep.
Yeah, but we were also the most popular show on that station.
So that
So
probably pissed them off
they didn't
too.
know what to do with us. We had this we I'm proud of this because it was always just some drip with their show on before us, and it was always like, oh, alternative music, because all college stations are usually like alternative stations. And it got to the point about a year into our show on FM, we had like the caller line. You could call in and make requests. People would blow that line up for like 30 minutes before our show came on and just abuse the DJ, whatever DJ. We went in one time, there was this girl who did the show before us. We didn't like her much. And she was crying and she's like, your fans suck.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, it's me and Nick from Trenchant and Imprecation these days. He's my co-host, so
Yeah.
we do the show together, and you know, it will turn you on to a lot of the stuff we're playing tonight. So if you want a portable version that you can listen to while you're driving.
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Lots of music.
Yeah. So, and it's about, we try to do it in blocks like a regular show, like, 3 or 4 songs a block. And then we talk for about 5 minutes about the songs and we get right back into it. So,
Let's plug this.
yeah, Samath. I was going to be talking about this more in the coming weeks. I was hoping to come on here again and push that.
Yeah, we'll have another show for that.
Samath from the Netherlands, they are coming for 2 shows only in Texas. They're not playing anywhere else in the US. They basically just invited themselves over. They said, "Hey, we want to come play with Trenchant." That's how we got to know each other. They were really talking up the Trenchant album, and we liked
Fucking
Samath
awesome.
already. So that was exciting, and we got to be friends. And then they say, "Hey, we want to come over and play Texas. Just come over for a weekend and have a little holiday." And so they are coming over February 23rd and 24th. They're playing Austin February 23rd, which is a Friday night. And then they're playing Houston on Saturday night. That's going to be a big one. But in terms of underground, it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
I'm
us.
still trying to hit the Austin show on the Friday.
Yeah. It's going to be Trenchant, Samath, and then Trench Warfare at the
That's
Friday
always
show.
good. Yeah.
And then it's going to be Hazarat, Sacre Curse, Trenchant, and Samath in Houston. And that's something also to pay attention to. It's just 3 bands in Austin, 4 bands in Houston. We're not there to waste anybody's time.
3 bands in Austin, I'm there.
Yeah. And
Man, I don't gotta play. Even better. I can just go enjoy the show and not have to drag all this shit around. See, that's how you know when you're becoming old. When you think, I don't gotta drag all this shit around.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Aaron.
Plays. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Yeah, Samath plays for an hour, so you're going to get your money's worth.
Good.
And then the other 2 bands will play like 35 minutes and 45 minutes, respectively. So it will not be a late show or anything. It'll be exactly what everybody wants. We're going to do it the right way. Everything's going to be on time. It's going to be awesome. So please come out. Samath are doing this because they want to, and this is really this is a proper underground thing. We're promoting the shows ourselves. We're putting the shows together ourselves. So if you want to come and support something and sort of vote for something with that support, this is what you can do. So please do so.
I'm so sick of like 1 or 2 bands and then 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 bands of like just trash.
We wanted it to count. We didn't want to waste anybody's time, especially when they were coming over here, just because, again, they wanted to.
Do you know
it's a Black Magic Social Club in Houston.
Oh, that's supposedly a good place, I heard.
It is. It's really cool. Yeah. And then in Austin, it's the Lost Well, which is also an easy place to. In Austin, in particular, that's an easy place to go because there's parking on the street. There's a parking lot, a small one, but there is parking. And
you can actually park around the club.
Yeah, it's not in downtown. That's the best part.
Yeah.
So, and it's a cool club. I mean, sounds good. The venue's fine. I mean, it's just
perfect
for
a show like that. So,
yeah, absolutely. So it's really going to be cool.
I want to promote Churchside and Wolf Skull.
Oh, yeah,
a couple others and Thunder Tank are playing in San Antonio. Is it the 29th, Jake? At what is it now? I was gonna say to come and take it, but that's Austin. Tell us, Jake, in the chat where you guys' show is in San Antonio, and I think you're doing it in Austin too. Put the lineup.
Spaghetti Whorehouse. They're playing at Spaghetti Whorehouse.
Here we go. 27th and SA 26th. Paper Tiger and the small stage. Yeah. I actually like that small stage.
I like that room. Cool. That's a cool room.
I like catching shows in there. Cardiac tore it up in there. Remember? Fuck.
Yeah, that was great. And Nucleus. That was awesome. That Winter Hell show. I like that a lot. 26 at the Lost Well. Yep. Check that out too. Please.
Oh, that's right. Nucleus came down, played. Man, what's up with that, dude? I haven't seen them in a while.
They're back. They're playing out again in the Chicago area and working on a new album. So
yeah. They do it better than the other band that tries
Vector.
To do no, I think Blood Incantation. I'll just say.
Yeah.
That like spacey metal style.
The space metal thing. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I thought you were talking about Vector too. But all right.
What do we? Ken, you're gonna just complete silence staring at the screen.
Yeah. It's about what's happening right this moment.
Ba-doom, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
funny.
yeah,
Go ahead.
it's easy to get distracted by the comments.
Yeah,
Definitely
they're great. The chat's great.
definitely go to Steel Fest if you want to see a show in Finland. That is quite a production. Although Beharit is playing in Japan for
Isn't it
Nuclear
wild?
War now, but
Yeah.
then they're playing in Finland also at a different festival that's not Steel Fest. So I agree with Fraser on that comment he just posted there. Um, but gosh, I kind of lost my place. I'm sorry, everybody.
This
Trying
is
to
a
think.
hilarious comment. Remember that the Cholo Fest, the Cholo Goth Fest
Yes, the
was
Cholo
going
got
on.
this. Yeah,
Okay, was going
there's a
on next door. Yeah,
there was a
that's right.
band called Prayers, and we started referring to the show as Thoughts and Prayers. Yeah,
Those mixed shows, man, you gotta love them when
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah. That
two
was very
different
strange.
buildings and different type of band. Like, what is okay?
Yes,
Whatever. I'm just here to enjoy the show.
yeah,
Nucleus is
but
playing Worcester in April.
yeah,
That's
Nucleus is
cool.
playing Worcesterfest. That's cool. I heard, I saw somebody mention Gorguts, and their Gorguts apparently on their most recent tour opening for Cannibal
That's right.
Corpse.
Joker was there too at that show. He was hanging out. Forgot about that.
Yeah, Gorguts apparently did a first album only set for their
No
set.
shit.
Yeah, I really would have liked to have seen that.
Considered
But,
dead.
yep, yep.
Did
No,
Chris?
Christian black metal never took off.
Not that I know of. Ask Fraser.
No,
He's always trying to
no.
promote some Christian black metal band.
Yeah, that never really became a thing. I mean, Christian death metal barely became a thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
it's just you're asking too much, man.
yeah,
It's like, yeah. I'll
Christian
leave it
music, just Christian music cannot get out of its own way. You know, it always it. I mean, when I think any music that puts the ethos first and the music second is always going to suck. That's why a lot of those NS bands sounded like complete shit.
Yeah,
You know.
because it's not about black metal. It's
Yeah.
about NS, and there. Well, you just lost it right there.
But then when you got a band that has good music and that message, then you're in trouble because it's, you
More
know.
people will listen to it, and it'll get
Yeah.
and more
So,
eyes will be spot on it. And yep. Oh, hope I'm not losing my internet speed. If I
yeah,
black out, just
YouTube has been horked up lately. Last couple of nights, I was like starting to think my computer had like malware on it because it was like, but all my other sites were working fine. I was trying to go on YouTube. It was like, what the
the guitars from Cardiac Arrest got trashed. That's Tom, bro. Tom can get trash, and he can still play his fucking set.
oh yeah.
That hats off to Tom. He can fucking handle his shit.
Tom's a great guy.
And not, I don't want to make Tom sound like he's some drunk or anything.
No.
Yeah. I just say when he drinks, he can drink and still freaking rule, man. Yeah, Cardiac Arrest rules, and I think with them coming out on Hell's Headbanger is really gonna give them the that they deserve.
Someone mentioned in the chat that you can pick up all the Werewolf record albums through Hell's Headbangers in the States.
Yeah.
I think they're the exclusive distributor, and save yourself some money on, you know, the international postage.
Oh yeah, fuck
Oh
that
my
shit.
God. It's unbelievable.
It's ruined everything. You have to wait till someone gets it here to buy it.
I am sending MKM 3 records that he ordered from the States because they were exclusives and he couldn't get them in Europe at all.
Uh-huh.
I'm mailing those to him. It's $70 for 3 LPs.
It's gone up.
Yeah, it's
For 3 records.
For 3
it's not
records.
even that heavy.
No, it's ridiculous. I can't even begin to understand. Summon, best Werewolf Records release. Was Summon released on there? I guess they were.
I think they did a reissue.
Oh, okay. There you
Yeah, I don't think from the original days. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's true. He did. That's fucking Tom.
Yeah,
Look who's alive. DOA, what's up, man? Haven't
the
seen
new
you.
Abigor is available through Nuclear War now. That's the place I've seen it. That's where I'm getting it from. So
how's MKM doing nowadays? Is he doing all right?
he seems to be good. Yeah.
Okay.
We stay in touch.
I've been to him in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's He's one of
I
the
asked
great.
him to come out on here when I first started doing it, and of course, no answer. So it's like, well, I guess that's that.
He hates being on camera. He just despises it. He always
Yeah.
has. I'd always make him take a
You
picture.
mean
with
that's
me.
why he always covers his face in a picture?
Yes. Yeah, he
Mhm.
really hates it. I've made him take pictures with me over the years, and he's always just like, okay, you know.
Don't you want to be on YouTube, MKM?
Yeah.
We're,
No, I
we're
don't.
big supporters of Antaeus over here.
Absolutely. Antaeus is one of the greats. We can, it's Destruction Ritual is the new thing that.
Oh, it
Antaeus
rules.
is
I
doing.
got the
It's great.
cassette of it.
It's really cool.
I might even have the song, dude. Let me
That's
see.
worth mentioning. Antaeus being a cornerstone band of like late '90s black metal when it was starting to peter out. They
They were
fired
just
up
ripping
in a
it.
major way, and they were incredible. They brought a level of violence to black metal that I don't think was like completely present. They brought like this almost I mean they I don't want to I want to stop short of saying a Street Fighter quality, but because they weren't urban or anything, they were just very dark. But I mean, really bare knuckled and really violent and just complete advocacy of bloodletting. And they weren't kidding. If you've ever met MKM or seen any pictures of him, his arms are entombed
Yeah, they're ripped.
scars.
I mean, not ripped for muscles, ripped up. Yep.
Yeah, I mean he's sliced to shit. He's one of the godfathers of that whole. I mean, they had their album "Cut Your Flesh and Worship Satan." If you guys missed out on Antaeus, you need to get caught up.
You need to go back. Yep.
It's unbelievable.
It's kind of like when it comes to black metal in my book, and I'm sure in your book, it's necessary. You have to have it.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
a black metal theme.
Yeah, I mean, anything, I mean, they were kind of in that same wave. I mean, they were, MKM helped get Noevdia off the ground. So the Orthodox black metal movement, Antaeus was really critical in that.
Not only that, MKM, I will say it, I know a certain person won't. He put Thornspawn on the map in Europe with a lot of people.
He did that with Versifera too.
Yeah. I
reason,
sent them a master tape and covers and said, just Xerox them and sell them. Do what you got to do. And I swear I started getting all this mail from all these different European people or, whatever, zines and all that.
Yeah.
And they were saying, MKM, sent this to us. We love it. We want to, interview or whatever, just a fucking underground maniac. And
yeah, he was highly influential. He got Watain off the ground effectively outside of Sweden. I didn't know about them until, I mean, they had the album out on Drakkar, Rabid Death's Curse, but then he really connected the dots in terms of getting the name out in a big way. He did that for Versifera. That's why we ended up touring in Europe, is because he plugged us in with everybody. I mean, that guy, he doesn't get half the credit that he actually deserves.
No, he doesn't.
Influence, So
he also, I think he was trying to get Thornspawn to do a European tour.
Oh wow.
Yeah, of course, certain things, couldn't pull it off. But yeah. I could have went. That's all I'm going to say. But otherwise, yeah. The dude was like legit supporter, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's listen to some live Watain while we're at it, Jeff. What you
sure.
Say? Yeah, man. So talking about it, here it is, man. Check out this destruction.
Dernier titre. Il est en roi.
All right. That's fucking
Man,
insane. Okay.
so
Damn.
violent, so violent. And I mean, if you're not sold on that, then I cannot help you.
Yeah.
You know?
You're watching the wrong show if you're not sold on that, dude.
Yeah,
That
and
was,
you called it out as Watain. That was Antaeus, just in case anyone's confused.
oh, did I? I don't even
I
remember.
think you said Watain right before we threw it on. But yeah,
Oh,
that was
okay. And
Antaeus.
then I'm trying to type with old stubby hands here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about
2022.
that, man.
No, it was live 2003.
Like
Just
that,
to,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, to
That was
confirm.
right in the same era where Aversifera went over and played that one show with them in Bordeaux because that lineup was about to dissolve, the classic era Antaeus lineup. And I said, no, we got to come over and play one show with you. We can't lose this moment. So we went over, and that, I'm proud to say, is now considered like a really legendary show. The weekend show where we went over for 60 hours to France, played, went back to Paris, got on a plane, and went home.
I didn't think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
yeah,
definitely Antaeus, not Watain.
yeah.
Live.
Amazing band, amazing band.
Does
Just
anyone here think black metal fan base became infected with rich kids, including the band's thoughts?
well,
That ruined it.
funny that you mentioned that because
Let's listen.
European black metal has always been owned and operated by rich kids who had enough. They had access to instruments, and they had access to studios and things like that, and did all this self-produced stuff. I mean,
Yep.
Norwegians are, by definition, Norwegians are not poor.
Yeah, not compared to U.S. standards. Like if you
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
yeah,
they actually
base
exist
by
on a
base.
living wage. So,
Hmm.
I mean, it's kind of funny. What always happened is like the organizers always had a little money generally. I mean, Euronymous apparently was kind of poor and bad with money, but a lot of the organizers of these scenes, a lot of the players, they had money, and then they would recruit good talent for their bands or friends of theirs who may not have had any money. So it was always a mix of like rich kids and poor kids putting their brains together and coming up
Making
with
it
something.
happen. Yeah, and
Um,
to do a band, you need some type of
yeah,
financing
and
somehow, some way.
so, I mean, I guess there's no clear answer for that. It depends on where you live. Like if you said black metal in Brazil, I'd say, well, actually, let's not sugarcoat it. I mean,
Black metal in Brazil isn't rich.
no, but I mean, nobody in Brazil is rich. But I mean,
That's what I
like
mean.
Wagner from Antichrist, he came from a good family. He's a professor now. I mean, all the guys in
He's well
Sarcophagus went on to
educated.
have good lives
Yeah,
and good jobs and all
yeah.
that stuff. So I think it's a mistake to try to classify. Well, I think it's a mistake to evaluate the legitimacy of the music by getting into class. I never thought that mattered because they're
That's
poor
a good.
kids.
I know. I never really thought of it that way, but that's actually a good point because what does it have to do with music that's kind of based on, let's be real, like
Yeah,
non-reality issues of normal day life?
yeah. Like Salvador Dali is a great painter. He wasn't poor. You know, it's just like, what difference does it make? I think it has everything. I think, yeah, and you're right. Most punk rock and metal comes out of the middle class. And I'd say if you had to get a sum total of everything in the underground, it's a middle class phenomenon. It always has been. But again, I don't think that makes it any less legitimate. Um,
Okay, I
and
just
no,
know
and
come
and
and
it's a
goers. Well,
fair
that's a
question. It's a
different
fair
thing.
question,
Comer
right?
and goers, people who just jump in and party
There's
for a year or two and then they're gone.
there's always going to be those bougie tourists who come through, and they're easy to detect, partly because they
And
make.
black metal got invaded by hipsters. Let's be real,
Oh yeah, for
especially here.
sure,
And
for
from what I
sure.
understand, in other parts of the world too, the hipsters invaded black metal.
Yeah, and you can kind of detect it when they actually have all of their ducks in a row too easily. Like they don't ever listen to any of the wrong bands. You know what I mean? They always know what
Yeah, nothing is
t-shirt
gonna
to
be
wear.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
There's never a moment where you go, "Why the fuck are you listening to that stupid shit?" They always seem. I mean, everybody plays it safe and goes, "Oh, I like first album Bathory." That's super easy. You can go to
well, that's
Topic
like,
and
okay, yeah, who doesn't?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I always think it's really interesting. That's a good test. Now that I think about it, I've never really thought about this before, Carl. But you get all these people who come in and they're on safari in the underground and like, oh yeah, and they're wearing the Bathory goat shirt. No mention of Slayer. nobody ever fakes a Slayer shirt. Have you noticed that?
No.
I don't ever see anyone
And
posing
that's what's
out.
funny because like people like me and you, and I'm sure plenty of people in the chat, we know there's two different Slayers.
Oh
There's
yeah.
there's 80s Slayer, which goes hand in hand with Bathory and Venom and all that stuff.
Yep.
And anything after 80s Slayer doesn't. This
Yeah.
is, that's so yeah, they'll never have like a cool 80s Slayer fucking patch or
No.
anything like that.
No, I mean, I've seen the patches, but I've never seen anyone wearing like a Show No Mercy shirt when they
Yeah.
didn't know what was up. I mean, I can't say that with like absolute certainty, but I mean,
No,
that's
not
never,
absolute certainty. Yeah.
but it's always when you see the Venom shirt, the Welcome to Hell shirt, or the Bathory shirt coming at you, there's always that vetting process, because I'm like, anybody could just throw that on. Slayer is sort of a different kind of commitment, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's actually,
but
that's a great conversation right there.
yeah, spot the
Yeah,
poser.
that's kind of true. It's always Watain shirts or Bathory.
It is these days.
And
It's
this
true.
these
With
days, yeah, it's true.
all due credit to Watain, they are a big entry point band for a lot of people, and a lot of people will wear a Watain shirt and act like they know something. That's
I was
very true.
when we were on tour with Grave Hill and with Exhumed guy, Matt
Matt.
Harvey.
Mhm.
I was wearing SA Slayer shirt, and he was like, "Yeah, well, LA Slayer was still better," and I was like, "Yeah, but these guys were cooler." And I didn't really believe that, but I had to stand with the SA Slayer band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, well, they didn't put out Music Diabolus, bro.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though they broke up like 20 years earlier at the time or whatever.
Yeah, they didn't have a chance to fuck it up, you know.
Yeah, I know. I just had members go into Pitbull daycare. Yikes.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Bad.
Yeah.
Cool dudes, cool as fuck. I will give them
Sure.
that.
Oh, yeah,
Cool
totally.
as fuck, but that band is like yikes.
Yeah. Or what was the other band? Were any of them involved in that band? What is it called? The Skate Nigs? Or was that different?
That was different. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was popular shit too.
Yeah, all that South Texas popular band stuff. That was very strange. But
Don't even
yeah, that's a whole different episode, you know.
Yeah, well, this is our black metal show. What's
Yeah.
up, bro? Goo?
Actually, I
Yeah,
have to roll off, so we should play one more thing. I
Yeah,
guess.
I might keep going playing
Yeah.
stuff, but if you gotta jump off, that is perfectly fine. Do we have
right.
anything else you wanted to play before?
I don't
see.
think I had suggested anything else.
Okay. So all right, let's
You can play some Abigor.
I don't know if I have any. Let me see. Here, I'm gonna tell you all people, if you upload songs to YouTube, put the band name first and then the song. That makes life
Oh,
easy.
sorry, I was doing that too.
No, not you. I'm actually like the actual
Oh,
uploaders.
okay.
Because if you just put the song title, it's a lot easier to find things in these files if they're under the Look, I got
Band name.
Kingdom of Darkness from the first album.
Yeah,
Let's play some
absolutely.
classic.
See you guys.
All right,
Thanks, Carl, for
coming
having
on,
me.
Jeff. That was
Take
fucking
care.
awesome, dude. All right, man. See you later.
See ya.
Let me play the jam. I'm fucking up here. All right, we're out. I mean, you're out. Y'all obsessing over fat ball. My team's out. I don't care anymore. Cowboys or Raiders, and that's it for the Necron. I do watch the Texans here and there because they're local, but other than that, no. Other teams, I could care less. And the L is for Lord. If y'all have forgotten, don't make the Lord angry or take his name in vain. I'll strike you down like the posers you are. All right, here we go. Let's play Jesus Saves, but not what you guys are thinking of. This is another Jesus Saves. Let me find it for you guys. Fuck, I just had it. Here we go. Jesus Saves. All right, there we go. Some funeral mist. Fucking this like you can experiment in music and do it right. They are one of the bands that experiment with black metal sounds and still do it right. In my opinion, they're really good. Now we were talking about like different scenes all around the world, and Sonny and Pete, fucking Francisco, you rule, bro. Thank you. I'll get to that. Gotta go with something. I will go with something. And well, something cracked me up because DJ Hohammer was telling me about this band, Black Death Ritual. And he was like, you gotta hear him, you gotta hear him. You know, I know you dig him. And so I ordered it. And then one day I was reading my Bardo mythology zine and about this damn fucking internet. Let me get back online here. All right. And I was like reading about this Russian band, and I looked again at the front, and I was like, Black Death Ritual. I was like, oh man. So just this Russian scene for black metal sounded intense because the extremes they had to go to get black metal, you know, especially, you know, Russia back in the 90s. You know, I'm sure it was very hard to get, you know, black metal, and they were still extreme and just fucking into it, man. So I suggest if you want to read like a lot of cool stuff on like different black metal from different parts of the world, pick up Bardo mythology zine, or I think it's online too if you want to check it out. Let me find the song from Black Death Ritual, Russian black metal. Let me find it. This one's a ripper. Very extreme, just, you know, what it should be about, man. Just extreme black metal. Here we go. Check this band out. Tell me if you guys like it. Well, I was wrong. This is Black Death Ritual from Finland. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. I thought it was the band I was reading about, and I was like, oh, wow, cool. I just got the fucking CD. Fucking, too damn close to these band names. Whoa, what the fuck just happened there? All right. Anyway, now I'm downloading. It's taken forever for whatever reasons, but I'm downloading Black Death. Not Black Death Ritual from Finland, but Black Death. And I'm going to take a listen to them now because I'm curious to hear how that shit sounds. Because I've had it in my head that was the band. But in the meantime, Francisco requested some classic fucking Immortal. The Sun No Longer Rises from Pure Holocaust. All right, let me find it for you guys. God damn, Chatterman is blowing up. There we go. Classic. Boom. Classic fucking immortal. Yeah, I believe in desecration. Yeah, fucking rips, man. Oh yeah. Rules go along on the black metal boat here. All right, let's check this out. Now I'm fucking interested in what I thought I'd already heard. Let's hear Black Death from Russia. This is like, I believe, a 1998 album that was reissued in 2000 or something. Let's check it out. And thank you, Mephisto, for becoming a member of the channel. Fucking rules, dude. Thank you very much for the support. All right, let's listen to the first track. Hopefully it doesn't have a fucking long ass intro. All right. That's Black Death from Russia. All right. Now I know. Black Death ritual is a little more superior. Sorry, Black Death. You guys are good. I enjoy the Black Death ritual. A little more. Talking like Necrowolf over here. All right, let's play this 1349 request. It's from what I think it's the first album, right? Could be wrong, but here we go.
Violence
Damn, I haven't heard that one in a while. And fuck, yes, those early 1349 fucking rip. Shit. Frost ripping it up on drums. And what was the third album? They got old Tom Moyer to help produce it or something. And it kind of was. I mean, I'm not blaming Tom Moyer, but I don't know. It wasn't as good as first two. Those two fucking rip. Good Norwegian black metal. Frost is going fucking ape shit. I think Frost was like, I need to rip some shit up, and Satyricon ain't letting me do it anymore. I'm gonna fucking go to 1349 and just no mail tomorrow. Nope. The postman is taking the day off. When I used to work on MLK Day, there were a couple times I would always go to the post office on my lunch break because we used to work on MLK Day. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just, making mail runs during my lunch break. And I pull up and I'd be like, oh, fuck. That's right. Every fucking time. Frost was like, bork, bork, bork. I'm taking the day off. Aren't you off? I mean, you're not taking the day off. I'm like, isn't the city off? Zyklon B ruled as well. Fuck yeah, it was way better than Zyklon. Zyklon B was the shit. We'll probably jam some of that. No mail equals shitty. Correct. LOL Swedish sounds. Impede, you maniac. We love you, bro. Out of control. Gotta go with some Slayer. Wait, what else we got in the chamber of? And hell yeah, Joker NYC, good choice. Fuck yeah, Joker. Thanks for joining the Necro cult, being a Necro Knight. Francisco hates that. But let's find some more black and the guys asked me earlier if I like this band. Well, yes, I do, because I even have a when's No Posers Day. That means no one will be in the chat. Oh. Church burner. Lighting the match at the beginning. That's fucking crazy. All right. Oh, you know what? Hoodies. Remember, guys? It's epic freeze time of the year. If you guys like my band, Pius Levis. Yes, that was Vulture Lord Francisco. Check it out. There's the back of the hoodies. Original art. Probably is better if I do that. Wait a minute. I should just take a picture and show it. We are taking orders, and they're a print to order. So if you order it, then we put the order in for the hoodie, get it here, and then we print it. It doesn't take too long to get the hoodies here. On the front, it's the pocket print of they're all zip up. They're all zip up hoodies. This is the front print. We're going to do it till the end of January, and it's here in the U.S. We're not sending them to Europe because this is too crazy. $30 plus $10 to ship. If you want one of these, get your orders in. You order from me, bro. Let me show you. Dun, 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 dun. Let me put up my info here. I'm on the wrong side. You just send it to my PayPal. That's how we're just doing it. Here we go. See, Necron666@gmail.com. Just send it to me and tell me the size you need. Send the money and we will get on it. I hope to have the first batch of orders that were ordered when we announced it on the first show, whenever I announced them first. I hope to have them sent out on Saturday of next week, because there ain't no mail tomorrow. Everything is going to be cold as fuck the next couple of days, and I won't be able to get over to our drummer's house probably till midweek, and then I'll go Saturday to ship them off to you guys. And fucking appreciate everyone ordering some. Really helps support the underground. But seriously, it's appreciated by the band. We appreciate it because we're still working on new material, not playing any live shows. We just want to get this album recorded. Oh, Dum Dum here breaking his hand, kind of, slowed a little shit down too. But I know Pallone and Mike are still getting together and working on stuff. So and then I'll be back in action hopefully in a couple weeks. Yeah, Eric ordered one. He'll be getting one of the first batches. Yeah, a lot of people like that song. That's a good one too. Yeah, ask Joker to send it off there and we'll take care of you, bro. I appreciate the support. Yeah, Eric, you'll be getting it. Sherry will be getting one. Hopefully they'll get there pretty quick. Poser punching. Support Tactics Underground. I don't know if Pies Leaves falls under the realm of ice freezing. So what I call this fucking show, blood freezing black metal, but maybe I'll play it towards the end. I was having a good time fucking jamming out. What do I have next? I think I want to play some Polish black metal. Let me find it for you guys. Where did I put it? That's what she said. That's not good. All right, let me see. Down. All right, here we go. Now, yeah, Francisco was one of the first people outside the band to get one. He was the first person outside the band to get one. He was like on it right away. All right, let me find this. Play some Polish black metal. Some fast as fuck shit too, man. I'm sure you guys will like this. fucking Thunderbolt from Poland. Very fucking ripping. I think most of them went into Infernal War, right? That's where like, a lot of them dudes went to now. Infernal War fucking rips too. Good fucking high speed Black Death. Angel Core style. Just fucking ripping. Good fucking leads and everything. Joker, yes, I got your order. Thank you, sir. Fucking appreciate it. We'll get that ordered and get it printed and out to you, sir. All right. How many more do we have? I played this band last night from Norway, Acorsis. I'm gonna play another jam from them tonight from a different release. This one, let me find it for you guys real quick in the jammeroo. Officio, I think it's this. Officio Kinesis. Let's jam this one out. I think this album was put out on Southern Lord back. All right, Frazier and Pete. And Pete's offering a truce, Frazier. Let it go. He said he was sorry. He didn't know. It's not like you can expect people to know these things. So He was just having fun in the chat. Don't take it personal. And if he just chill out a little, maybe just a little, bro. You know, it's funny, but just a little. All right, back to the jams. I hate being referee up here. It's lame. All right, let's play some Craft because I put them on the fucking thumbnail, and I should at least play them too. So let me find the jams for them. World of Plagues. Did I pass it? Of course. World of Plagues. World of Plague. World of Plagues. World of Plague. Here we come. I'm coming up on it. Finally. Here we go. Some Craft. Yeah. The one with the chaos symbol. Was that Fuck the Universe? I think that was. If I'm wrong, chat, let me know. Crap album with the chaos symbol on the cover was Fuck the Universe. This chat is wilding tonight, by the way. Funny shit. All right. I played this band. There you go. Well, no, not man. Fucking shit. There you go. All right. Yeah. I sometimes remember shit every once in a while. The brain works. All right. Played this band last night too. Not this stupid thing. Trying to walk around with a fucking fucked up hand. Click around. Clicking. We'll play this one. A couple more, and then we'll be done. Because I still gotta go eat dinner. Should have did that before the show, but you know I don't think of these things. Shut up, computer. All right. Hear that clickety click 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 click. Over there, over there. Should be right around here. Where the fuck is it? Well, this is gonna irritate the shit out of me because it should be right here. Sorry, guys. I'm like perplexed at the moment because this should be like right fucking here. Look at it over here. Fucking bitch. All right. Well, I guess we're not going to play that one because this is not where it should be. That's annoying. What else we got? What else we got? Nah, that can't be right. It has to be right here. You bastard. You done did me wrong. You bastard. All right, here we go. Sorry for the silence. Awkward silence. Let's play. Joker's been fucking supporting all night. See you, Francisco. Thanks for coming by, dude. I'm going to be cutting out here soon anyway. Let's play Put a Hill from Joker's band.
Destroy it. Locus.
Fuck yeah, man. That's a really good song. A lot of power and power and like emotion to it. And not just, technical fast. He actually wrote a song with riffs. Really good. Check out the band, dude. Y'all get in contact with Joker and figure out how to get some Foothill. Hope I'm saying it right. And DOA, yeah, dude, I was playing too, dude. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm sorry if you took it that way. You're fucking cool, dude. Our newer output is trippy as fuck. Yes, I always thought it had like a psychedelic black metal, but not like fucking Knock Mystium or something, not like that. Just go listen to it, guys. It's all there. All right. Who should we play next? Who should we go with? I'm getting pretty fucking hungry. So I'm gonna have to figure this out rather quickly. All right, let's play this. This is fucking great. Fraser ain't got a gun. Fraser got this and his guns. Don't fuck with the Fraser. Fraser and Pete, you guys conversation tonight. It's been quite entertaining for the chat. Good jobs. All right. What do we got here? What do we got? Thank you, Eric, for the tip jar. You always support me and Joe Abba. It's fucking is noticed and appreciated. What is it? Picking these shows dogs from the airport. Oh, I remember you telling us that story. Yeah, Wattain's a real deal. I mean, I can't help it. They got fucking big. It's not like they fucking total posered out, man. I've seen worse fucking posered out. There's actually, and their last fucking 2 records have been fucking rippers. I think they actually went further back into the black metal vault. I know a couple of them were, not as extreme, but then the last 2 like pretty fucking good. Am I a poser because I like Wattain's new stuff? I don't give a fuck. You're man, just thanked on them because I'd known them since fucking 98. So whatever. They rule. Been good friends, always supported my bands. So, and supported Jeff, and Jeff's been friends with them too. It's not like they shut out their old friends like a lot of bands when they get big. And thus concludes the Wattain support portion of the Witching Hour. All right, Sherry, let me get your request in here. Find it. Let's see what Sherry wants here. What Sherry wants, Sherry gets. All right, let's see. There it is. All right, here we go. Fucking cool. Okay, I am shutting down because I have to eat. I must eat. I can't go 20 hours like Joe Abba yesterday, or even 8 hours like Death Metal Podcast can. And there's also some television I want to watch. Watch my programming. I'm getting old. Can't miss out on my shows. So I am shutting down in a minute. Let's play one more jam. One more jam, and then we will be out. Let's find something out in left field here. What can I play? I did want to play Absu, but that's not out in left field enough. Let's see. Going through. This is for you, JD. We'll play this while I look.
Now the holidays, think bang bang. That's hot. Think boom boom. We have a huge selection of 500 grams to light up your sky. That's hot. Hot. Buy 1 get 3 free. Now that's hot. Come see the Bang Bang Lady on 431 South, just 8 miles south of the 280 bypass. How cool, how hot. Come see Boom Boom for your fireworks at Fireworks Outlet. That's hot.
Hear that, Cass? Fraser, the real question is, do you want a banger? I'm sure you would. Yeah. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Fraser go all night long in the old Houston. How was your night in the Poser Slammer in the Harris County Cooler, by the way? Remember? Everybody wanted to send you to jail and had to do what we had to do, Fraser. Sorry. And good call on the Black. I don't have that particular song, sir, but I do have the Black in the files. And I was like, yeah, that's a good call. Let me find that one again. Last jam of night, fucking the Black Blood. Yeah.